Good morning, guys, and welcome to the channel. Today we have another modification for the Jeep. You guys didn't think I was done. I told you guys I'm doing a makeover on my vehicles and I'm very far from being done. Now again, unfortunately, this modification is probably another illegal modification, but those usually tend to look the coolest. Let me show you what I'm talking about. So this is my 2017 Jeep Wrangler Rubicon. Now the focus of today's video is going to be all about the windows. Now notice in the front, I believe I have 20% tint. In the rears, this is just factory tint. I never tinted the rear windows. Now the reason why I'm making this video is because online I see a lot of questions all over the forums. People are asking, well, what are my windows gonna look like if I put tint over the factory tint? And that's exactly what I'm going to be doing today. I don't know if it shows on camera, but from right here where I'm standing, I can actually see the red leather on my seats. So, you know, they are still pretty transparent. I mean, from a distance, it looks like they're dark, but I want to still go a lot darker on these. Now, I'm debating if I'm going to do 5% tint or 20% tint on the rears. The front, I'm going to keep it at 20% because that's already pretty illegal as it is. So the point is 5% or 20% on the rears. I think if I do 5%, it's gonna be too dark. It's gonna probably be zero transparency, and from the outside, that's gonna look cool. But when I'm driving around at nighttime, and I do drive my Jeep at nighttime sometimes, I wanna still be able to see out the windows, you know, when you're changing lanes and that kind of thing. Anyway, we have an appointment at the Tint Shop in less than 30 minutes, so let's go. All right, guys, we are in St. James, New York, Long Island, and right now we're pulling up the top edge window tinting. These are the same people who have tinted all of my cars, my Raptor, my Hellcat, you know, all of my cars. The Corvette, everything. This is it right here. The number to this place is 631-724-7100. Always done great work, never any issues.
Perfect.
Okay guys, so I just got back from the Tint Shop. Now make sure you watch this video until the end, because the most important part of the video is me showing you what it looks like from the inside looking out. That's where I was a little surprised. But standing from here, like I was earlier today, now I can no longer see the red leather inside of the Jeep. So it definitely did accomplish exactly what I was looking for. Now if I go up close, let's see, I'm gonna kind of, so from this angle where I'm at, I still can't really see the red inside the Jeep. If I would have went with 5%, which would have been limo tint on top of the factory tint, I mean, that would create some serious issues at night. Again, right now with the factory tint and the 20% on top of the factory tint, I'm guessing it's probably gonna be something close to the equivalent of 5% or limo tint on these back windows. And yeah, I'm definitely loving the look. So let's go now and look at the front windshield so I can show you the strip that I did on the top of the windshield. You're gonna see exactly what's going on. So, as you could probably notice, there is a strip going right across the top of the windshield. Now, it almost doesn't look like there is a strip because I have a light bar, and with the light bar on the top, that strip almost looks like a shadow. But trust me, it is actually there. And if I didn't have this strip, it would look different. Damn, I definitely do love the way these tires look. My Jeep is absolutely filthy. I'm gonna clean it as soon as I'm done making this video. Okay, so we are in here. So now that I am inside of the Jeep, you can clearly see that strip that I have right there. In my opinion, I actually do love the strip a lot. As I was driving home from the shop, right away I can already tell having that little strip right there does help a little bit with the sun. You know, typically I would always kind of bring my visors down whenever the sun was crazy, but this is a 20% strip on the front, 20 on the windows. It's actually crazy. From the inside, it looks like I barely even have any tint, but from the outside, it looks nice and dark. Now, here again, check it out. This is the front window that you're looking out of with just a 20% tint. Now let's show you guys the rear. From the rear in the daytime, I could see out those rear windows absolutely no problem at all. And for that reason, I would not recommend that you tint more than 20% tint over that factory window. Like honestly, right now, I'm loving the way it looks. Love everything about the way that the tint came out. That brow on the top was actually perfect. And originally, like you see this little line right here, this little mark that I'm kind of pointing to, that mark, you're not supposed to tint below that. Originally, I had him go down all the way down to here. But being that the windshield on these Jeeps are so small, when I had this tint all the way down here, it was actually kind of bothering me. It was gonna be in my way when I'm like driving around. So I ended up going up just a little bit higher. I didn't want someone who's standing like this close to my Jeep to just be able to like look into the rear and easily see what's up inside of the Jeep. You know, now if I'm kind of coming like this, now I'm gonna put the, okay, here we go. If I put the camera up against the window, let's see if it works. Kind of give you can't actually see. I got the camera all up against the glass right now. Not sure how that's gonna show up, but that probably kind of gives you like an idea of what it'll look like if you have your eyeballs up against the glass of the Jeep. Again, very, very happy with the work. The name of the shop again was Top Edge Window Tinting. These guys always do a fantastic job. You know, one thing about my Jeep, this is a 2017, and when it comes to any of my vehicles, I always love for my vehicles to look like they're brand new, similar to the way they looked when I picked them up from the dealership. And you can already see it. It's a 2017. Now, I remember how black those rock rails used to be. They definitely have faded a little bit, but since I do like my vehicles looking brand new, that obviously doesn't cut it for me. Now that the weather is starting to get a little bit warmer, what I'm going to end up doing is I'm gonna go underneath that Jeep, scrub it down, degrease it, clean it real good, scuff it up. Anywhere that I see any kind of rust, I'm gonna paint it like a nice satin black to kind of just bring that back to life. Another very common item on these Wranglers that fades out typically is all the plastics on the outside. Like you see like the plastic door handles. Mine aren't too bad. I want to see these like in a nice satin black type color. And I actually picked up a new product from Adams to go ahead and make this black. And no, it's not VRT. It's actually something completely different that I've never used before. I'm planning on using it on this. These rock rails, the plan is going to be a day that it's nice and warm out. I'm gonna unbolt these, trim the Wrangler, probably throw some cardboard over here on the grass, and I'm gonna hit these up with another special black paint that I have that should work very nicely with these rock rails. Now I know there's a whole bunch of brand new JL Wrangler owners. Now don't think this is not gonna happen to you. This is only a 2017. Your brand new JL Wrangler, what, those came out in 2018, 19 now? So your JL Wranglers, if you don't park them in a garage, they're out sitting outside in the sun. Give it maybe about a year, not even that. You know what, I'm willing to bet you, if you go underneath your JL Wrangler right now, you already have rust forming underneath your Jeep. So whether you have a JL Wrangler or a JK, it doesn't matter. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and click the bell icon so you can sign up for notifications, because all those videos on eliminating all of that rust and all the preventative like maintenance and work that I put into my Jeep, I will be making videos on that. If it's your first time on the channel, hit that subscribe button, click the bell icon so you can sign up for notifications, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.